Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. Today is number 10 in 25 Days of Christmas Movies Marathon. Yesterday I reviewed the Jon Favreau film Elf, the movie starring Will Ferrell. In case you missed that review, make sure to click the white eye, which is up here or up here. A bunch of links will drop down, and you'll be able to find all the movies that we've been reviewing lately. A lot of fun. Make sure to go check out that review. Today, I'm going to be reviewing a Hanukkah film, which is a great little kind of change. I believe the 7 days of Hanukkah are going on right now, so if you are Jewish, happy Hanukkah. And this movie, though, is okay, because I've been kind of going at some movies that people really enjoy. Elf, I like, but I don't love. Christmas with the Cranks, not really crazy about. But this movie, people are going to say, but you like that movie? How can you like that movie? It's so terrible. Which is okay, because it's got a very low score on Rotten Tomatoes. Most critics didn't like this film at all. But that's okay, because this is my taste. You're watching this YouTube channel. Obviously, I'm hoping to get my perspective on things. So if you disagree, that's okay. That's what the beautiful thing about movies is. You can disagree with me. It doesn't make you right, but we could disagree. Let me know what you think down here in the comment sections, because I'm sure a lot of you are going to have a lot of questions. My film today is an animated picture that comes from 2002, which was directed by Seth Kersley and stars Adam Sandler, Jackie Sandler, Kevin Nealon, Rob Schneider, John Lovitz, and multiple other people are in this movie. And yes, that's right. That is 8 Crazy Nights, the animated picture of a terrible person named Davy Stone and his journey remembering why the holidays are a great thing. Yeah, all right, I know all of you are gasping right now. You're all holding your breath like, ugh, that movie is awful. And I have to be honest, there is a lot of bad in this movie, right? Like, there's a lot of things in this movie that just really make it worse. I would say, though, I enjoy this movie. I really do. I like the music in this movie, which might be off-putting to people already because they're not a fan of Adam Sandler singing. Because he sings a lot of it. Obviously, he plays 3 or 4 characters in the movie he voices, as well as the rest of the usual Adam Sandler gang. But I think this movie has heart, and there's a few parts in this movie that really make it worth watching. So let me quickly tell you guys about the story. So Davy Stone is basically Adam Sandler, right? Davy Stone is this drunk, not saying Adam Sandler's drunk, but he looks like Adam Sandler. He's basically just Adam Sandler in the animated film. Davy Stone is an alcoholic deadbeat who gets in trouble with the law. He doesn't care about anyone else. In the very beginning of the movie, he's trying to ditch a bill, and in the process destroys 2 humongous ice sculptures of a menorah and a Santa Claus of the town, and everyone just kind of knows him as the troublemaker or the deadbeat of the town. And after he is caught for stealing a snowmobile and destroying these ice sculptures, the judge sentences to throw him in prison for 10 years. But a little character by the name of Whitey, who also is featured in Little Nicky. Dana Carvey plays a basketball referee named Whitey. Though that's never really disclosed, it's all based off an actual real coach Adam Sandler had when he was a child. Whitey is a basketball coach at the local Jewish activity center or Jewish center. I don't know exactly. I don't remember the name. And he says, I've dealt with a lot of kids, and putting them on my court changes their attitude. So he takes on the burden of helping this kid get through this. Well, Davy Stone's not a kid. I mean, he's definitely an adult. So he says, I'll take him on. He could come stay at the house with me and my sister. Well, that eventually actually happens, but he doesn't say that at court. Some unforeseen events bring him to stay with them. His sister Eleanor, who and Whitey and Eleanor are a bit weird. They're just some odd things about them. But it's basically about Whitey and Davy's connection and them and Davy really being a miserable, horrible human being most of the time, and Whitey just trying to be a good person like he is. Then there's this whole subplot of Whitey trying to win this all-star patch in the town because he wants to be recognized for all the good that he does. So what we find out later in the film is that Davy Stone actually used to be trained by Whitey. He was a referee at the time when Davy was a young boy, and there was a time that they were waiting for Hanukkah, and you find out that Davy's parents were killed in a car accident, leading to this bitter, horrible, drunken life that he leads now. During this process, he also reunites with the girl that he had a crush on when his parents died, and that he kind of totally disconnected from. She has moved back into town with her son Benji, and the woman is played actually by his real wife Jackie Sandler, though when she sings it's not Jackie Sandler. And I believe Austin Stout is the character of Benji, and it's basically just kind of him getting his life together. And there's a lot of great music along the way, some funny soundtracks, but the movie's problem is that there'll be a great moment that is actually funny or enjoyable, and then it cuts to Deer's, how do I say this nicely? Deer's just going to the bathroom. Or there's a scene when Davy Stones pushes Whitey down in a porta potty and down a hill, and he is covered in feces, and the deer's licking it off, and they have feces in their mouth. It's stuff like that. It's the common flatulence, feces, urination jokes that Sandler does like, and for what reason I'll never know it. And I think that now he's being so obsessed with that world that his films have obviously really gone downhill instead of having the heart. His movies were really childish and silly. Then they were really childish and silly but had a sense of heart. Then they were actually really hearty with silly comedy and, of course, but really good. And now they've kind of just lost the heart altogether. I've talked about Sandler many times. You can find that on chasingcinema.com, more of my opinions. But I think the good outweighs the bad here. And I think that's the perfect example to explain about Eight Crazy Nights. I think the movie has heart. I think there's really a really great moment in the mall with Davy Stone as he's being sung to by all these logos and trademarks. I think that his journey with Whitey is actually really quite nice. And it's actually, I think, one of the few movies I've seen that's actually about Hanukkah. And I don't want to sound ignorant here. I know there are quite a few, but I mean, when you look at the ratio, it is insane that there aren't more Hanukkah movies. And I think this is, one of the few that, even though it's not a critically loved movie or even an audience-loved movie, you'll still find it on most lists about Hanukkah movies because there aren't many. So, I mean, hopefully we'll get more in the future. Most of the Hanukkah movie lists that I pull up are either very, very serious, or they're not really so much about Hanukkah, but about a Jewish person and their religion, which is, again, quite interesting that we don't have more Hanukkah movies. But I digress. That's a totally different subject. I do own this movie. I've enjoyed it since I saw it in theaters when it came out. I remember going to the theater and watching this movie and thinking that, of course, there's a lot of stupid Adam Sandler stuff in here. With urination and flatulence, just the typical Sandler stuff. But if you are an Adam Sandler fan and you've never seen this, you'll be in heaven. If you still like Adam Sandler and you dig all that, you'll be in heaven with this movie. But if you're the fan that likes the Big Daddy and the Happy Gilmore and the kind of almost borderline heartless, like this is kind of when he was getting more of the nasty comedy rather than the story. But I would just say give it a shot. I think that this movie is worth watching. I think it's a very interesting movie. I watch it every Christmas, not on Christmas Day, but I do watch it during the season. I really enjoy making a point to it. I do enjoy this movie, and even though everyone will probably disagree with me on it, I can't deny it. I can't lie about it. So if you've not seen Eight Crazy Nights, check it out. You never know. Watch a Hanukkah movie. If you have and you hate it, let me know why in the description box below, or comment sections below. And if you loved it, help me defend this movie, because it's not as bad as everyone says it is, down here in the comment sections below. Let me know your opinion either way down there. I'd love to have a conversation about it. Right above there, you'll find a thumbs up button. Make sure to click it. Lets me know I'm doing a good job. Lets me know you're enjoying the video. I always appreciate that. So make sure to tune in tomorrow, as I'm going to be reviewing another Christmas movie that everyone seems to like. That's right, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, I know it's a kind of a Halloween movie. It's kind of a Christmas movie. It's a movie that likes to switch the holidays. I watch them on both holidays, so that's always cool. That's right, Nightmare Before Christmas I'll be reviewing tomorrow, along with a new release with me and Mr. James. You're going to be reviewing In the Heart of the Sea, the new film by Ron Howard, starring Chris Hemsworth, Thor himself, taking on the whale that inspired Moby Dick. Also, guys, I quickly want to remind everyone I've been talking about a lot this month, but I cannot stop talking about it because it's such a great book. Mrs. Claus and the Frost Men, written by Sam Mallory, illustrated by Eric Moore, and helped by a good friend, Sherry. She was a part of this. Wonderful, wonderful book. And let me tell you guys, this is a great holiday gift. I purchased some for my family members already. A wonderful original story. You guys check it out. If you are local to Vegas, you can find it at 9770 South Maryland Parkway, suite number 5 in Las Vegas. In case you're not, go down here in the description box. You'll find an Amazon link. You could order it and make sure it's here in time for Christmas. The address is also below. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name is Jacob Toronto, and please continue chasing cinema.